Have you ever stepped out of the shower feeling fresh, only to catch an unpleasant whiff a few hours later? Don't worry, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're tackling a sensitive but super important topic: 8 surprising bathroom habits that doctors say can leave older women with unwanted odors, even when you think you're doing everything right. Stay with me until the end, because I'll be sharing some game-changing fixes that are both simple and effective. These tips will help you feel confident and fresh all day long. Because let's face it, we all deserve to feel amazing in our own skin at any age. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, drop a 1 in the comments if you're finding this helpful, or a 0 if you'd like me to cover different topics. Your feedback helps me create better content for you. Now let's jump right in. Part 1. Overdoing it with soap down there. Can I share something personal? For years, I thought more soap meant better hygiene, especially in my intimate areas. I'd lather up with fragrant body washes, convinced I was doing the right thing. Nobody ever told me I was actually causing more harm than good. Your intimate area has its own delicate ecosystem with good bacteria and a specific pH level, between 3.8 and 4.5, that naturally keeps things clean and odor-free. When we bombard this area with harsh soaps and chemicals, we disrupt this natural balance. This can actually create odors and irritation, or even lead to infections like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections. My gynecologist eventually set me straight. The vagina is self-cleaning. Those inner tissues produce natural secretions that flush away dead cells and bacteria. For external areas, warm water is usually enough. If you feel you need more, choose a fragrance-free, pH-balanced cleanser specifically designed for intimate areas, and only use it externally. Those fancy wipes, sprays, and douches promising freshness. They often contain irritants that cause dryness and itching. Trust your body's wisdom instead. It knows what it's doing. Hashtag part 2. Using towels too many times between washes. Let's talk about something many of us overlook: bath towels. Be honest, how often do you wash yours? I used to think, I'm clean when I use my towel, so it must stay clean too. Makes sense, right? Well, I was completely wrong. I first noticed something was off when I detect a musty smell on my skin right after showering. The culprit? My towel was working against me. Here's what happens. Every time you dry yourself, your towel collects dead skin cells, oils, and moisture. That damp towel hanging in your bathroom becomes a paradise for bacteria, mold, and mildew. These microbes multiply rapidly, creating that telltale musty smell that transfers back onto your freshly washed skin. Experts recommend washing bath towels after 3 to 4 uses maximum. If your bathroom is particularly humid or lacks good ventilation, you might need to wash them even more frequently. Try this system. Keep 3 towels in rotation. One you're using, one that's drying after being washed, and one that's clean and ready to go. Always make sure your towel dries completely between uses by spreading it out fully on a rack rather than bunching it up. If you're still with me and finding value in these tips, type 1 in the comments below. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Part 3. Neglecting your feet. Let's be real. Feet aren't exactly the most glamorous topic, are they? I used to give mine the absolute minimum attention. My foot care routine consisted of letting shower water run over them for a few seconds. Drying between toes? Never even crossed my mind. Then I started noticing something embarrassing. My shoes had developed an unpleasant odor even on days when I hadn't been particularly active. What was going on? As we age, our skin's natural cell turnover slows down. This means dead skin cells build up more easily, especially on our feet. With over 250,000 sweat glands, our feet are constantly producing moisture. Combine that with accumulated dead skin, and you've created the perfect environment for odor-causing bacteria. Now I dedicate proper attention to my feet during every shower. I use a soft washcloth with mild soap to clean every surface, including between each toe where moisture and bacteria love to hide. Once a week, I gently exfoliate with a pumice stone to remove dead skin buildup. The game changer, though? Thoroughly drying my feet after washing, especially between the toes. For extra protection when wearing closed shoes, I use a light dusting of antifungal foot powder to keep things dry. Part 4. Flushing with the toilet lid up. Here's something that might sound silly at first, but has serious implications for your bathroom hygiene. flushing with the toilet lid up. When I first learned about this, I couldn't help but laugh. It seems so trivial, but the science behind it is actually quite shocking. Every time you flush with the lid up, you create what scientists call a toilet plume, tiny water droplets containing bacteria and other particles that shoot up into the air, traveling up to 6 feet in all directions. These microscopic droplets can remain airborne for hours before settling on bathroom surfaces. Think about what's within that 6-foot radius: your toothbrush, face towels, skincare products, and even you. Those invisible particles land everywhere, potentially transferring germs and subtle odors throughout your bathroom. Thankfully, the fix is ridiculously simple. Always close the toilet lid before flushing. This one tiny habit dramatically reduces bacterial spread and helps maintain a truly fresh bathroom environment. If you're still with me and finding these tips helpful, please comment 2 below. I appreciate you sticking with me. Part 5. Wearing the same underwear to bed. Here's a common habit many of us share: wearing the same underwear to bed that we've had on all day. After all, if you've just been relaxing at home, they still feel clean, right? This seemingly innocent choice could be compromising your comfort and hygiene, especially as we age. Throughout even the most relaxed day, our bodies naturally produce sweat, oils, and moisture. These substances, along with shed skin cells and bacteria, accumulate in our underwear. When you wear that same pair to bed, you're trapping all those elements against your skin for another 7 to 8 hours in a warm environment, creating ideal conditions for odor-causing bacteria to multiply. This is particularly problematic with synthetic fabrics like polyester or nylon, which don't breathe as well as natural fibers. The solution? Change into fresh, clean underwear before bed. Choose breathable cotton or other natural fabrics that allow air circulation and moisture wicking. For those comfortable with it, sleeping without underwear is even better. This gives your intimate areas maximum opportunity to breathe, reducing moisture and irritation while promoting better vaginal health. Part 6. Ignoring the bathroom trash bin. Here's something I neglected for years: properly maintaining my bathroom trash bin. My routine was simple: empty it when full, and that was it. I never considered that this small container could be undermining my otherwise clean bathroom. Even a small trash bin quickly becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and odors. Every discarded item, damp tissues, cotton pads, hygiene products, contributes tiny amounts of moisture and organic material. In a covered bin, these create the perfect warm, humid environment for bacteria and mold to thrive. Over time, this produces a subtle but persistent musty smell that permeates your bathroom, regardless of how diligently you clean other surfaces. The solution is remarkably simple. Now I empty my bathroom bin every 2 to 3 days, regardless of how full it is. Once weekly, I give it a thorough wipe down with disinfectant or a vinegar solution to eliminate bacteria. For extra freshness, I sprinkle baking soda or add a few drops of essential oil in the bottom to neutralize odors. These quick steps take less than 5 minutes, but have transformed my bathroom's atmosphere. Part 7. Using unwashed bathrobes. Picture this: you step out of a wonderfully refreshing shower, feeling gloriously clean. You reach for your plush bathrobe that's been hanging on the hook for how long exactly? If you're like I used to be, you probably can't remember the last time you washed it. Bathrobes fool us because we only wear them when we're clean. Surely something we only use after showering stays clean too, right? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. When you wrap yourself in your robe after showering, moisture transfers from your damp skin to the fabric. If the robe doesn't dry properly, perhaps it's bunched up on a hook or hanging in a poorly ventilated bathroom. That trapped moisture becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and mildew. Over time, your cozy robe develops a subtle musty odor that transfers back onto your freshly cleaned skin. You might notice an off smell even after thorough washing and wonder what's causing it. Your bathrobe could be the hidden culprit. My solution was straightforward. I now wash my bathrobe weekly and have invested in a second one for rotation. This ensures I always have a clean, fully dry robe available. If you're still watching and finding value in these tips, please type 3 in the comments. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Part 8. Not cleaning underarms after shaving. This last tip surprised even me. Like many women, I always thought shaving my underarms automatically made them cleaner and fresher. After all, Removing hair means less surface area for sweat and odor to cling to, right? While that's partly true, there's a crucial step many of us miss. When you shave your underarms, your razor doesn't just remove hair. It also scrapes away dead skin cells, deodorant residue, and some of the bacteria naturally present on your skin. Here's the problem. All that debris doesn't magically disappear. Unless you take an extra step to clean it away, it remains on your freshly shaved skin, creating the perfect foundation for odor-causing bacteria to thrive. This can actually make you smell worse than before shaving. The solution is simple. After shaving, gently rinse your underarms with warm water and use a soft washcloth to lightly wipe the area. This removes the debris that shaving leaves behind, giving you a truly clean surface. After rinsing, pat dry with a clean towel and give your skin a few minutes to breathe before applying deodorant. I use this time to complete other parts of my routine, like facial skincare. This small additional step has made a noticeable difference in my underarm freshness throughout the day. The subtle lingering odor I sometimes experienced even after shaving has disappeared completely. It's amazing how such a minor adjustment to your routine can deliver such significant results.